And there were voices and thunders and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth, so mighty an earthquake and so great. And the great city was divided into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell, and great Babylon came in remembrance before God to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. And every island fled away, and the mountains were not found. And there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven, every stone about the weight of a talent. And men blasphemed God because of the plague of the hail, for the plague thereof was exceeding great.
It will happen again. It will happen again. It will happen again. Tick tock. Tick tock. Tick tock. Tick tock. Tick tock.
September, everybody on the planet would know that we are in serious trouble. Now, that was confirmed by another friend that with direct sources with generals in the Pentagon, and went even further as to say that the people would be able to see with their own naked eye this system coming in. That September, everybody on the planet would know that we're in big trouble.
The apocalypse is not.
No, really. The apocalypse is just around the corner.
But in the beginning, we're getting some big rocks fly by, but eventually it's supposed to be like this debris of just little small rocks that are going to be entering into the atmosphere and just pummeling the Earth. Now, I'm told by a friend of mine that works as a contractor with direct general ties in the Pentagon. I also have my own Pentagon source as well, and that of my FEMA engineer, that this will continue all the way in through into next year. And he said that will go on, and in his point, he said it can go on up to about 5 or even 7 years. It's the same thing that is spoken of by Farada, the Chilean astronomer. Hercules, the planet comet, would actually be coming through itself. Our magnetosphere will take a sudden jolt and will actually collapse. The poles will shift. This is when we will see upwards to 200 mile an hour and even higher winds for about the space of 6 hours on the planet.
It's coming, it's going to hit us hard. And it's going to be 200 mile an hour winds. There's going to be massive tidal waves and earthquakes.
I'm one of the only survivors of the apocalypse on June 27, 2020. Almost 3 months have passed since the catastrophe.
And this is from my FEMA source. Miami, Orlando, Jacksonville, and even Savannah will be totally wiped out. The state of Washington, completely destroyed.
Everyone will die. The apocalypse.
He has told me how that in Washington, D.C., all the assets are being moved out of D.C. because there will be no Washington, D.C.
It means that they will die. All of them. The apocalypse in his world. It also happens in ours.
I was also told that this was the reason why the coronavirus just happened to be at this time the way it is, in order to lock the people down. I was told that there were decades spent to try to know what would work that would keep people in place when the time comes.
They actually audit government transactions, so DHS, FEMA, these kind of things, and they look over these things and sign off on them. What has crossed their desk is essentially a cleanup, a ton of money, and this is for this year's budget, for cleanup for debris from a Class 2 gas giant.
Is it when the smaller rocks come in, it'll be like a firestorm that never seems to end.
They're cleaning up destroyed cities. That's what we're getting from it, and that is debris from space debris. I mean, that's literally something from space affecting us here on the planet.
Could this be the judgment that we see in the Bible when God says He would rain down hailstones about the weight of 70 pounds? Maybe so.
Apocalypse. The apocalypse. The apocalypse.
The apocalypse.
The apocalypse.
The apocalypse. The apocalypse must take place. I know this sounds insane, but the world is going to end today.
What, have you gone crazy?
The apocalypse.
The apocalypse.
The apocalypse.
The apocalypse.
The apocalypse.
The apocalypse. And the apocalypse.
The apocalypse. We're all doomed.
It's here. It's here.
The apocalypse.
Apocalypse. The apocalypse must happen.
And the apocalypse.
The apocalypse.
Today is the day of the apocalypse.
Is this the apocalypse?
Duck.
Grandpa, are you okay?
Duck.
Summer has come and passed. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends. Like my father's come to pass, 7 years has gone so fast. Wake me up when September ends. Here comes the rain again, falling from the stars, drenched in my pain again, becoming who we are. As my memory rests, but never forgets what I lost. Wake me up when September ends.